All right, we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do a movie showdown, actress showdown of sorts. In movies where the lead actress may or may not be human. So the two movies are Bugonia and Companion. So we'll take a look at the trailers here, and I'll kind of tell you a little bit about them, and then I'll get into my thoughts on them at the end. But we'll start with Companion because that one came out first. So let's see here. This is the second trailer from this movie. This one shows a little bit more and kind of gets us a little quicker where we need to go with the identity of our main actress, Sophie Thatcher. So I ended up watching this one because Sophie Thatcher was in a TV show called Yellow Jackets. And she is incredibly attractive. So I saw a preview for this movie and I was like, oh, cool. Sophie Thatcher's in this. Let's check this out. She's pretty. Worst case scenario, we got to look at a pretty girl for an hour and a half. Best case scenario, pretty girl for an hour and a half. And we see a good movie. So let's see what we get from this one.
There have been two moments in my life when I was happiest. The first was the day I met
Creators
Josh.
of the Notebook,
I'm
which
Josh.
is interesting.
I'm Iris. And the second, the day I killed him.
Just relax. Remember to smile and act.
So Jack Quaid is in this. Jack Quaid is he seems to only have one acting mode, and that is playing Jack Quaid. He is the same character in everything. Probably most prominent from The Boys, but he's done a couple other things like Novocaine. He's playing the same character he is in The Boys. He's the same in everything. So not very versatile. Definitely a nepo baby. Got into Hollywood because of his parents. It is what it is. But this movie has. We'll get into what he taught me about this movie at the end.
Happy. Do they know?
So Sophie Thatcher's character is his girlfriend.
Iris, wake up.
His girlfriend Iris. So
What are you doing? Shut her down already.
What is she talking about, Josh?
So you can see there, shut her down already. You saw her eyes were like kind of rolled back or not on. It's because in this Iris, Sophie Thatcher's character is a robot. So she gets referred to as a more specific kind of robot deeper into this trailer, and we'll point that out when it comes up.
This was not part of the plan.
I didn't mean to.
So you see her there, covered in blood. What happens is Jack Quaid has rented her. Didn't purchase her. He rented her, and he did some reworking of her programming because they needed her to kill somebody to rob them. So Jack Quaid usually he's pretty soft and stuff, showing a little backbone, and this still comes off soft, but he seems to be the mastermind behind this plan. But we'll see where we go. So you see her covered in blood here. She has committed the deed, and they are now at the point where it is time to start clearing stuff out, but things go wrong.
Did you
When I say stuff, I
jailbreak
mean
your
money.
sex bot?
So I don't know if you heard that, but he asked, "Did you jailbreak your sex robot?" So that's what she is in this, and yeah. So he jailbroke her and turned her into a murderer.
Wow, Josh.
So she gets control of her
The days of you controlling me are
her
over.
remote, and she turns up her intelligence.
Are you breaking up with me?
It's not you. It's me.
Yeah, she's tied up.
And there's Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows, who played a closeted gay character in that show. He is fully out in this one.
Inside, so she's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm.
Eli, Iris. Shh, baby.
And this gentleman on the right here also ends up being a rented sex robot. So, but anyway, so that movie I wanted to see because I Sophie Thatcher was in it, I was like, okay, it seems like a cool premise. Is she a robot? What's going to happen here? What's going on? They didn't give you much in the original trailer. This one actually kind of gives up the whole game that she is a robot and she's committed a murder. Yeah, this movie ended up being, it took me a couple tries to watch it. I fell asleep 2 times. Third time I had to be like, all right, let me crank out the last 30 minutes of this because I just want to see how it ends. So yeah, she ends up getting away at the end. She does okay in this. She's not bad. Jack Quaid just, I learned Jack Quaid, this guy's just, and anything he's in is just going to be remarkably average. And that includes The Boys after season 1. Season 2 was average. After that, everything else has been terrible. So yeah, Jack Quaid is just kind of the kiss of death for stuff these days. But anyway, on to our next one. We're gonna go into our next movie here of a woman who may or may not be human, like Sophie Thatcher was in this one. So okay, and our second movie here is Bugonia, which has been out for a short time here. I did not watch this movie because I am not a fan of Emma Stone. I liked her a long time ago. I thought she did great in the Spider-Man series. I liked her in like Easy A. She was a very fun actress when she was young, but she did a movie called Poor Things, which I thought had some very inappropriate and disgusting subject matter. And after that, I was not a fan of hers. So I saw this, the preview for this movie. I actually went and built a couple displays for this, but had no interest in seeing it. I ended up chatting up some guy at a theater one day while I was building a Mandalorian display, and he had just come out of seeing this movie, and I asked him a little about it, and he said, yeah, it's really ended up being a really slick movie worth watching. So I said, all right, you know what? This guy seems pretty cool. Let me go home and check this out. So in spite of Emma Stone and her questionable choices in movies she's in, I ended up taking a look, and I was pleasantly surprised. So we'll start this trailer, and you can take a look.
Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Michelle.
I believe every company should strive to form a diverse team.
She is like
to empower
a
people of different skills.
CEO here, a
Every
high-level
time.
CEO.
What is it?
Skills and identities.
To foster a new generation of. Okay, let's go again.
This
We
is
want you to think it's
Jesse
you,
Plemons here.
that it's you who made this world,
He works at the company that she is the CEO of.
but it's always been them.
And that is his cousin there, who is autistic, and apparently the actor is also autistic in real life. So they are planning to kidnap her because they believe she is an alien and that her alien race is controlling humanity. So this is them executing their plan to kidnap her because they would like to open negotiations with her alien species leadership, so they can request the freedom of the human race and people on Earth.
All we've lost, all that's been done to us, we're setting that right again. Greetings. Welcome to the headquarters of the Human Resistance.
The Human Resistance.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
So yeah, that actually comes up later. He believes that her hair is some sort of a transmission tool to communicate with her mothership. So they shave her head. And these two guys seem insane. It's pretty shocking, some of the things that they do. There's one point when they're getting ready to go and kidnap her, and Jesse Plemons' character, he injects himself and his cousin with a chemical castration solution, so they are not tempted by her to negotiate a release sexually or to be manipulated by her sexually. So these guys are pretty they seem pretty far out there.
What ship?
Your mothership?
Okay. In the next 48 hours, the police and the FBI will begin a statewide manhunt. I'm a high-profile
So
female
she's
corporate
breaking
executive.
down how important she is and
I am crucial
how this probably
in all
isn't going to
female
end well
divide
for them.
Think of it like you abducted the governor, but worse.
There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
So his mother actually has cancer, and it is related to some sort of treatment or some sort of waste that has been released in the area of where they live near that factory.
Good. My pulse is racing right now. I've done a ton of research on this. You're killing our planet.
Alien fellas.
I'm not an alien.
You're lying to me.
Well, he said he's done a ton of research, and
You know this is crazy. You know this is
you think it's just him, maybe messing around on Reddit or something, but it ends up being much more than that.
wrong.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
I know you too, Teddy.
So she's familiar with the case against his mother, because there was a big lawsuit there. So eventually, she convinces him that he can cure his mother, and says she is an alien, by putting the cure for her ailment in her IV bag at her hospice center. So she said it's stored in an engine coolant container in the back of her car, which he believes, and he goes and actually does that and kills his mother. So he comes back. When he comes back, he finds out that she has gotten free from his basement, and she has gone into his little secret room there, and he had actually caught other aliens. So he knew what he was talking about. He had talked about earlier in the movie, he talked about the shape of their mothership. He knew that the hair was a transmission device, which ended up being proved later. So all the goofball stuff he had talked about during the movie that made him seem like a nutcase ended up being exactly correct. So she ended up being an alien, which was a really, really wild turn of events at the end. You just thought these were some goofball hillbillies out here just onto some wild story, and they ended up being right about everything. And at the end, the aliens end up wiping out humanity because of I think they thought, I don't think it was directly related to this, but I think this ended up being the final straw because there was disappointment in humanity. But anyway, so the reason behind this video was that I was shallow. I didn't give a movie a chance because of Emma Stone, because of the person who starred in it. Didn't give it a chance, and I gave another movie a chance because of somebody who I was impressed by in something else, and superficially because Sophie Thatcher is super hot, like I said. I was very let down by her movie, but I'm going to blame Jack Quaid. I'm blaming Jack Quaid. I'm not blaming her. And Emma Stone actually did a great job in this movie, and so did Jesse Plemons. Bugonia was a very fun movie. The way I am describing it here, I'm just giving you the cliff notes, but if you were to watch this movie, it is really, really entertaining. Companion could have been good. I think they were onto something there. I felt, like I said, I fell asleep a couple times trying to watch it. It took me 3 tries, and I had to kind of force myself to watch that last 30 minutes. And then when I saw it, I didn't feel great. I didn't love it. But Bugonia, I've been flirting with watching again. And I probably will. But yeah. So anyway, this was an actress showdown of women who played characters who may or may not have been human. Emma Stone's Bugonia wins. So it is 1-0 Stone over Thatcher at this point. So I'm sure we'll have a showdown between them again in the future, because Sophie Thatcher, she's going to be a star. She's very good. Emma Stone is already a star. She's believe she's one of the biggest probably the biggest actress out there right now. So anyway, yeah, if you saw any of those movies and you had any thoughts, please drop them below. If you would like me to discuss a showdown between any other actors or movies, please throw that down below also in the comments, and I will see you all next time.